let me just back up one step. When we try to understand, as your course is all about, the nature of human nature, almost all of psychology and almost people in almost every country believe in the power of the individual. So psychology, the definition is, it's the study of individual behavior and mental processes. But the word individual is prominent, okay? And when we try to say, well, how do we understand individual behavior? We start by saying we need to understand genetic makeup, what you inherit from the past, yes. And then we need to understand your personality, or we call it your disposition. And most analysis in psychology stop there, to say it is enough for us to study what you bring into the world and how you get shaped by the world that forms your personality. Social psychologists like Scott Plous and myself and Stanley Milgram and others say, of course, we have to understand what a person brings into any situation, but it is equally important to understand what social situations, what contexts bring out of people, that each of us is an actor on a stage of life. And there is always an audience. There's often a stage manager. We're often in costume. We're often given a script. There are often roles and so forth. So the theater metaphor is really a good one here. And so to understand your performance, it's not enough for me to say, tell me about your personality. I have to know all those other things. Who is the audience? Do you have following a script? What is the role you're playing in this particular play? And that's where the situational analysis of behavior comes in. And that's really a unique contribution that social psychology has made. Even though we've been doing this for years, we have not been effective in changing the basic thinking of the average person about what influences human behavior.
Yeah.
And so the research that I did and the research Stanley Milgram did are really powerful demonstrations. They're more demonstrations than traditional experiments to say, hey, notice how individuals who start off as good at one point in a very short time can be corrupted by situation, by group pressures, by rules, by roles, by norms, by being in having a costume, and so that's why the study is for us very, very important. But in that study, several things happen. It is de-individuation, and I did before I did the prison study, I did research on de-individuation, simply showing that de-individuation can be a process that promotes evil, because it means if I am anonymous, if I think no one knows who I am, and really no one cares, then I don't feel I have to follow social norms, social etiquette. I can do whatever I feel like, whatever I think I can get away with. In the prison study, simply putting people in different uniforms, the de-individuation thing is taking prisoners' names away and making them numbers. So you are no longer a name, you're just a number. And this is what happens in prison. But it is an emergent norm.